Hey, what up, and welcome in. Today is Saturday, March 7th, and we will dig into some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tonight, as well as discuss today's topic, which is why friendships fade in your 20s and 30s. QP, what's going on? We are just getting started. Hey, just it's another day in the life, Not too much. Had a pretty productive day today. It got warm today, so we put well, it was like 80 or something like that, maybe. So it's been pretty warm the past couple of days. So I got a fair amount of yard work done. Getting ready for some spring work or whatever. So that's what I did most of the day, and then went around town a little bit. Check out a new restaurant, some Mediterranean food. It's pretty fire. And other than that, just kind of chilling, just hanging out. But yeah, man. So this is today's topic is why friendships fade in your 20s and 30s, which might be kind of interesting for you as you get into that realm of life, if you will. But yeah, an interesting thing. I'm a bit older than that, not by much, but yeah, it's kind of interesting how friends just like come and go, and you don't really realize it until they're gone. And it's not like a bad thing, It's not like I mean, I guess it could be, but a lot of times it's just the way life goes sometimes. But yeah, one of the strangest things about getting older is realizing that friendships don't usually end with a big fight, and that they just slowly fade away. And most of the time, it's not because anyone did something wrong. Life just starts pulling people in different directions. Pretty interesting thoughts, I think. I mean, I was in the Marines right after high school, and yeah, I mean, that was like a big step away from a lot of people that I went to high school with. And then yeah, I mean, I gained some lifelong friends while in the Marines, but many of my friends that like I was super close with while in high school, yeah, just kind of faded away. You kind of go from talking every week to maybe once a month to like a couple times a year. And it's not a bad thing. It just kind of is what it is, Like if you move away and then you visit home, you catch up a little bit and stuff. But interests change and people change and just lifestyles change, and it just kind of is what it is. Sometimes it's for the best. Sometimes there's a little FOMO in there, but it's always been interesting how that plays out just in life. A lot of times friendships in childhood, they're a lot more proximity based. You go to the same school, or you live in the same neighborhood, or you have the same free time, and you're just kind of in the same stage of life. Yeah. And but once adulthood hits, friendships become much more choice based instead of convenience based. And I get to say it, sometimes it's for the better, because sometimes you don't have maybe the best friends in high school that have your best interest or have the right ambition that you might have. And sometimes it's for the best, and sometimes I don't know, sometimes it's not. I think about I many times think like this ever since bringing up this topic, and ever since I even like started just thinking about it at all. I think about my very best friend in high school. Um, he goes by the name Chris, but everybody called him CB. And I met him playing football. He was a defensive end, and I was an outside linebacker. So I was always like right behind him for the most part. Whenever we played defense, of course. And then on offense, he played tight end, and I was a running back. So, knowing where he was going to be at on the field always kind of helped me know which side of the field I needed to run on. And then, of course, there was a lot of times where he would be out blocking in front of me. So, naturally, or whatever, just hanging out all the time, football and football practices and the weight room, stuff like that, we just became like really, really good friends. And that started in middle school, and then it kind of went through high school, and then, yeah, if I had anybody that I called best friend, it was him. And yeah, we just hung out all the time. We ended up getting like jobs together and stuff like that through high school. And then yeah, I left, went to the Marines. We kept in touch real close or whatever. Like sent letters and stuff like that while in boot camp. And then after that, whatever, kept in touch. And then, of course, those things just kind of slowly faded away, just for whatever it's worth. And yeah, then he started doing like construction stuff. He was doing he had like a drywall business and kind of doing that thing. And I was still in the Marines. And then yeah, like over time, we just eventually just stopped kind of talking, especially like regularly. I mean, it was literally probably like once or twice a year, maybe. And yeah, a few years ago, it was probably, and it had to be 2020 to 2021, somewhere like that. He was murdered. And it sucked, man, because I kind of knew like some of the things that he was into in a sense, and for what it's worth, there's a part of me that's like, I'm not into those things, or whatever. And as you kind of grow up and you grow as a person or whatever, you kind of move away from negative lifestyles, if you will. And part of me has always felt like, man, maybe if we would have kept in touch a little bit more, I could have been a more positive influence on him or whatever. And maybe the things that led him to the situation that he was in might not have happened. But, it's not like I'm putting a big burden on myself or anything like that because of it. He was a man, an adult, made his own decisions. But it's just kind of someone that I keep thinking about as I talk through this topic or whatever. But yeah, that's just kind of how life happens, man. It just kind of you just kind of fade away. And more recently, what I notice is that with coworkers, and I say very cautiously to don't make coworkers your friends, because they'll stab you in the back very easily. And it might not seem like it. They have to take care of their own, whatever, So always be cautious of how close you bring your coworkers and call them friends. But yeah, one thing I've noticed more recently is that those people that you do call friends at work, you get a new job or they get a new job, and then you just slowly fade away. It doesn't matter like how much you talk to them while you're at your job. It could be like every day. You can become close. You're talking about all the tea, right? And maybe you even get to that point to where like you trust them a little bit more than a coworker, and you're actually like good friends in a sense. And for whatever reason, it's like somebody gets a new job and it just fades away. Like it's like inevitable. I don't know what it is. I guess just kind of like that proximity piece just plays a big part. But anyway, I don't want to dig too much into it because like I could probably talk like a whole lot more for a whole lot longer. Um, so I'll just kind of throw it out there like as a sort of like a question of the day, if you will. And yeah, what do you think is the biggest reason for friendships, the biggest reason friendships fade in your 20s and 30s? I always think that, there's a lot of reasons, I guess. And for the most part, it's kind of had them noted. But like your growth, growth paths just diverging, intentional relationships, and career and adulthood shift. And that's just kind of like the biggest reasons, the biggest parts or whatever. I think for me, it was always kind of like whatever was new or next or whatever. I think that moving away was obviously like probably the biggest thing, and then going through the different training in the Marines until I reached my actual final, like my first duty station. Friends changed within different training places, and then once I got to my actual duty station, I became good friends with people, and then we spent years together through that time, and because it was so close proximity and we were like together all the time, we even went to deployments to Iraq or whatever, and spent like, we're basically living together like brothers, like family pretty much. So it was inevitable to become some good friends out of there. And then from there, again, getting out of the Marines, just moving on to the next stage of life or whatever. It just becomes hard to keep up with people, I guess. I think a lot of technology. So when I got out of the Marines in 2007. So like Facebook was starting to it had already picked up, but it was starting to kind of get more popular. I think platforms like social medias or whatever help ease that, but even still, it was like, you can only keep up with so much because you got your people in close proximity, whether it's at a new job or new area, and then you're trying to keep up with the people from your old job or your old area, and it just becomes, you have to be very intentional about doing it, reaching out, checking up on people and things like that, and it's just, it gets harder as you get older, I guess. Yeah, definitely. But I mean, if you got good friends, the best ones will usually stick around. And I think some of that is, there's some level of beauty in that. Like your best friends, like what makes a best friend? Is it that you talk to them every day or every week and you guys share everything or blah blah blah? Or is a best friend somebody that you can go 3, 6 months, a year long, and then connect and just pick up like nothing was ever gone, like nothing ever missed? So I have friends like both, I guess. I have some people that I play softball with now, and I kind of talk to them like every day. Some people that I game with or whatever, talk to them just about every day. And then like my Marine friends that I was in the Marines with, like I'll talk to them few times a year on text, and we might not even get together for like years. And it'll still just be like, yo, what up? We'll catch up, and kind of a little bit of small talk, but then it's just like an older version of the old days, I guess. But what makes a good friend in that regard? Is it somebody that you talk to every day, or somebody that you can just still be close with even if you haven't talked to them in months? Kind of an interesting perspective. But yeah, I think proximity, moving away, is like one of the biggest things. And then I think that another is just life changes. When your homeboy gets married or something, as much as you want to try to keep that friendship together and keep doing things that y'all used to do, it's like he's starting his own family now. He's got a wife, and maybe he's gonna have a kid soon or something like that. Like, it just changes the whole dynamic, and you just kind of become, your interests become different, your common interests become different, conversations become different. You're married, friends with kids, they got completely different conversations than you as a single person that hangs out every weekend, goes out, whatever, or just different things in life. And you just kind of have less to talk about, and nothing wrong with that. It just kind of just is what it is. So anyway, like I said, I'll keep on talking about this forever, but we'll hop into the game and kind of keep the conversation going or whatever. But yeah, always interesting, because you almost want to like take it negatively, yeah. Like, if you haven't, I know, like, for me, when I was like, I don't know, like, I used to get kind of upset when I reach out to somebody and you don't hear back for a while or whatever, and you kind of feel like you're getting ghosted, and maybe you are. It's a total possibility. But then also, maybe they're just busy, or they got whatever is going on in their lives, and then you just kind of come to a realization that, and you just go on a different path. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I said, it's just life. But yeah, some people, like, you could feel any sort of way about them when they're not with you in person. Maybe upset or disappointment, but then some of those same people, as soon as you hang out, it's just like old times. And then, of course, with the evolution of like texting and social media and kind of that more passive communication, it becomes a little bit more difficult to interpret how somebody really feels towards you and you towards them, whatever. A lot of room for misunderstanding, in other words. All right, so let's see. We're in this area, and it's like the main story right here is having me leave this area. So I was just gonna do whatever side quests are available, which is not always the most fun, kind of tedious. It is what it is. say you gotta do it, but I mean, I guess you don't really have to do it. Let's see, I didn't, so I was going to stream this afternoon like normal at 2 p.m. But like, as I was saying earlier, I just did a lot of like yard work, and you know, obviously the daylight is money. So I didn't get around to streaming this afternoon like normal. And here we are. And then let's see, Thursday night I play Marvel Rivals on stream, and hadn't played Final Fantasy VII since Tuesday night on that stream. So I always feel like whenever I start and come back, I gotta like figure out what I was doing, and even kind of figure out some of the stuff, like some of the controls. But what can you do, you know?
Don't overdo it.
You're in good hands now. Come on. Now. Here I go. Just hit me. Little. This calls for more easy. Gonna pay.
So yeah, if you join in the military after high school like I did, you'll probably have a lot of those same experiences. And like I said, this kind of is what it is. Such is life, you know.
Words describe me. I'm thinking legendary.
So fun fact-ish, fun-ish. So I use an Xbox One controller with my PC, and I always use it wired because I try to use most things wired when gaming, because I feel like, you know, it's just a better connection, less latency, and so on and so forth, right? And yeah, I was like, let me see what this Xbox One controller works, how it works with Bluetooth. So we doing that tonight for the first time, and so far so good. I'm almost like, man, why didn't I do this earlier? Because yeah, the cord is annoying. Really like don't notice any sort of issue with it. Who would have thought? Just did all that healing up, and here goes a bench. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree, especially with like highly competitive games, I would say. But I was like, it's Final Fantasy VII, you know, story games. I can probably stand a little latency or something if needed, but I mean, didn't notice anything so far anyway. Yeah, see how it goes. But yeah, I would definitely agree that cables are usually better just because less chance for interference, so on and so forth. You ain't got to worry about batteries. But yeah, that's you just connected Bluetooth. I guess you could do a cable too. I just decided to use Xbox controller because it's a Microsoft product, so it's like Xbox controller with Windows. Figured it would have the most compatibility. That was my whole logic. But in reality, I think PlayStation controllers probably work just as well too. And then especially for this game, which was originally a PlayStation game, PS5 exclusive too. Oh, gotcha. Yeah.
Keep it together.
If you insist, don't let me down.
I got your number.
Thanks.
It's on you.
You won't regret this. Holds the best kept ninja secret. Just stop now. You need to chill.
Oh. What? I guess that took that as a it's me leaving the battle.
No need to
Don't overdo it.
Just,
Gotta be careful.
Here I go. You need to chill. You gotta pay. Come on, get it together, Yuffie.
let's
This calls for more Yuffie. Gonna pay. Like a chocobo. Gotcha. Get lost.
Yo, I'm not fleeing, bro. Tifa.
I won't.
And everybody's about to die.
Here. Keep it up. There's space. Don't think
Let's go.
Let's finish this! But not my best.
Alright, yeah, let's use the bench now. Yeah, oh, man, where these dudes come from? Alright, so yeah, my first subtopic was growth paths start diverging. And in your teens and early 20s, most people are moving in roughly the same direction. But in your 20s and 30s, life starts branching. People begin prioritizing different things: career growth, relationships or marriage, moving to new cities, family responsibilities, and personal development. A lot of what was already mentioned. Does the time shift tonight? Just told me we lose an hour tonight. Guess it's about that time. I thought it was next month or something, maybe. Hey Google, when does the time change? Guess it. 2 a.m. Spring forward an hour. Get up. Maybe. Come on. I guess that just ain't the way to go. And why they gotta make this complicated? Lied. Alright, so that ain't it. Killing me. I don't actually know what these things are supposed to do. Are you supposed to do something? Because they ain't giving me a boost or nothing. Well, I give up. But it is not very obvious, apparently. Well, anyway, as I was saying, just browse my notes. Yeah, over time, lifestyles can change completely differently. For example, one friend might be grinding a new career, another might be prioritizing travel, another might be focused on starting a family. Like everything I just said. None of these paths are wrong, but they naturally reduce overlap. Just, let me just look up how to get to this thing. FF7 Rebirth. Feeble. Beam Intel 4. Friendships are the easiest when your lives move at the same speed and in the same direction. When that changes, maintaining the relationship requires much more effort. Cave right there? Sorry, I'm just kind of watching how to get to this thing, and so I guess I missed it because I kept going over it. So yeah, have you noticed friendships changing as you've gotten older? Or do you think lifestyle differences make friendships harder to maintain? I would wholeheartedly agree with that. And like I said, it just kind of is what it is. It is inevitable. Oh, we have here. Yeah, subtopic number 2. Intentional relationships become more important. When you're younger, friendships often happen automatically. But as you get older, maintaining friendships requires intentional effort. People now have work schedules, relationship commitments, personal goals, and limited free time. If you are in your 20s and 30s, I'm sure you've experienced this before. And like I said, it just, like I keep saying, it just is what it is. Go with it, I think. Celestial bang with it. And then, as always, Miss Yuffie will get an upgrade as well. Barrett? Maybe? Yeah, since Steve was in the party, need to upgrade her too. So, that means friendships survive only if both people actively maintain them. Things like checking in, making plans, being supportive during life changes. As you get older, friendships stop running on autopilot. They require deliberate attention. So how often do you reach out to friends? I know for a long time, I used to reach out to mine like, I don't know, I think I set a reminder for like once a quarter or something like that. The ones that I was like friends with in the Marines, just to like say hey, check on them and that sort of thing. It was cool. It's always a little awkward because it's like as you get older, you're kind of like, you just reach out to people, or it seems like people reach out to you because they need something. So, yeah. But especially my Marine friends, because, you know,
Look
We all, well, I shouldn't say that, maybe so, but everybody kind of has their own life issues. Hey, appreciate the follow. Rochoa 530, appreciate it. But yeah, I used to reach out to them just because one thing I noticed was as I got a little bit older, or as I do get older, you know, friends pass away and stuff. And I think, like, I don't know, I had a friend got hit with alcoholism real bad or whatever, and kind of lose control a little bit. And then I had another friend that just like kind of somewhat randomly died in his house in his chair. And then I had another friend unalive himself. And these are like friends from when I was in the Marines. And like, yeah, it just kind of started dawning on me like, man, I need to check in with some of these guys. Just to kind of see how they're doing. You know, let them know that, hey, somebody's out here thinking about them all the time or whatever, you know. Maybe not all the time, but just that sort of thing. So yeah, how often do you reach out to your friends? And do you think people underestimate the effort of friendship needed? The effort to maintain a friendship? And I would say yes. Let me lock it real quick here. What do you think? A lot of effort is needed or not so much? You know, like I was saying earlier, it can really kind of depend on the dynamic of friends. You know, like I have friends that I feel are very close and I could rely on just in general for whatever, right? And like some of those friends, like if I don't talk to them for several months or whatever, it's totally cool. It could be years. And then as soon as I see them and we hang out, it's like we didn't even miss a beat and we just catch up on the go, you know. And then there are other friends that you know, you reach out to and talk like every day or every few days, or maybe you're that type of friend that, you know, wants that kind of more constant connection. So what's it? Different strokes for different folks. But yeah, so do you think people, I do think most people underestimate, or maybe they just have expectations that aren't understood. And it's like, I think a lot of people, especially in the early 20s and mid 20s, when you're kind of like just branching out, that people just think that friendships are a lot more organic because they haven't quite experienced those fadeaways yet. And yeah, people just think like it just will happen naturally and passively and whatever, just like they became friends. But yeah, as you get older, unless you make intentionally make plans to hang out, or you know, make a plan to reach out every so often, like those things just fade away and people get caught up in their everyday life that they're going through. Alright, we got a pressure and stagger. stagger. Sure. Pressure.
Okay. Don't think you'll walk away from this. Finish him off.
Stagger, but I need pressure. What's up with this camera angle?
You're up.
Hang back.
There's no escape.
I got your number.
Strongest jaw, when it uses petrifying mist, will interrupt the attack and pressure it, destroying its jaw.
Break yourself. I'm through with you.
Still here.
On now.
There it is.
Keep it together.
Forgot her.
Up to you now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Giving it my all. Get lost.
10 seconds.
Mind taking over.
From here.
Why is it like a chocobo?
Yeah, 5 seconds remain.
You managed to complete all intel objectives.
And my team is almost dead.
Stellar performance, Cloud. I can't thank you enough for providing such valuable combat intel. I'll use this data to further enhance my guidance functionality.
That would be a grave misuse of our resources.
Requesting attitude adjustment.
In any case, I've utilized the data for a new challenge. Feel free to access it via the combat simulator when you have the time.
Yo, welcome back. Yeah, gotta eat, gotta eat. What you eating? What's for dinner? We had, oh yeah, like I said, we have Mediterranean food. A new place. I got the lamb shish kebabs. Oh yeah, nice. Man, I had Wingstop like last month for the first time in like years, probably. Because we hadn't had it since we moved up here in 2022. So yeah, it was alright. There's a couple of oh, you're supposed to collect those things. Outstanding. Yeah, we got a couple of like local wing joints here that we've been You know, kind of been the go-to. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Wingstop has been. Every time I try them, man, I always have like high hopes for the fries, and they're just never like that great. The wings are pretty straight though. But yeah, there's a restaurant called Kickback Jacks. Called Kickback Jacks, and yeah, they got good wings. So I just got a grilled lamb shish kebab platter or whatever. Came with a salad and some rice and pita with tzatziki sauce. It's pretty fire. It's good to go. There's quite a few like Mediterranean places around here. Yeah, it was good. And most of them are like good. I don't think I've ever had really bad Mediterranean food. You know, it's on the, you know, I like to think it's on the healthier side of things, so it's good. Yeah. It's kind of weird because, like, there's a lot around here. Which I think, like, when we moved here, where we were at before we moved here, I don't really remember much Mediterranean food. But here, I can think of, like, 5 off the top of my head, kind of in this area. Yeah. Alright, let's see if we can get up in this piece here. Oh yeah, it's good, man. It's like, you know, like the grilled chicken is really popular. Whether it's like grilled chicken like shish kebabs, or it's like a pita, you know, like and then some places have like really good pasta. Like I like lasagna a lot. And sometimes they'll have like lasagna or this other one we go to, they got really good spaghetti and meatballs. Like the meatballs are like on point. So I usually get that at that restaurant. That Mediterranean restaurant. But yeah, it's usually like, you know, like I said, on the healthier side. You get some good salad and you get like hummus and stuff like that. Good stuff. Here we go.
Shall we have a wee shift, eh?
Yeah, we like trying a lot of new places. A lot of different cultures and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we got this we had this like Indian food place open up not too long ago after we moved here. Man, we've been eating that. We probably eat there like
Cloud, by analyzing the
once or
light
twice a
source
month
data,
at least.
I was able to locate an old Republic transmitter chip.
That's been good.
It should be on a nearby island.
Took a little
Once they discovered
couple trips to find
area,
like
Shinra established an offshore outpost.
my go-to meal.
But they've long since vacated the isle.
Yeah,
So I doubt
now.
we'll run afoul of their forces.
It's good to go. Yeah, I'm all about trying new cuisines. We went to Japan in summer of 2024 and kind of did like the whole, you know, tourism kind of thing. Went around to like different towns as well as like, you know, Tokyo and the bigger places. But some of like the countryside, if you will. Trying the different foods there and everything. Everything was pretty fantastic there. It's fire. Yeah. Weird animal part. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. And interestingly enough, we didn't I don't think we ever even ate sushi in Japan when we were there. We were there for like 10 days. For one reason or another, we just didn't. We got like a lot of ramen. Like that was almost like every day. But we did have other like raw, like fish and stuff like that, which is cool. Nothing was like bad. And a lot of it was, you know, really just kind of taking in the culture and all that. Always a good time. Yeah. Yeah, I would say, and
Think you can take me?
my wife has always been wanting to go for like, even since before we met. And for me, I was like, I'm down. Yeah, so for me, it was like, I was like, yeah, I wanted to try the food and kind of check out the whole gaming scene because, you know, a lot of games originate from Japan. So that was cool, like anime stuff or whatever. So yeah, we did a lot of that, just exploring and things. Had a good time with it. We'll definitely go back. One thing that's really cool about Japan is kind of like the currency exchange and things just being a little bit cheaper over there. Like you can get, you know, like whatever, a meal, ramen with an appetizer like gyoza or something, and that's maybe like $8 or something like that. $8 in US dollars, you know. And then there's no tipping there either. So like whatever the food cost is what you are expected to pay. So yeah, a lot of things are cheaper in Japan compared to here. one thing I've kind of seen trending lately is how people basically say that going to Disney in Japan is cheaper going to that Disney than it is here in the US, whether that's Disney World or Disneyland. And of course, like, and they're talking about like inclusion of the actual travel itself. And the first day we got there, we did go to Disney, and it was cool. It's a good time, you know. It's kind of like typical-ish Disney, but it was, you know, I felt like the food was really good. And yeah, but yeah, that like the most expensive thing about Japan is really just getting there. You know, you got like I think it was like an 18-hour flight or something like that. So that was the beginning. Even the hotels weren't that expensive. So that was cool. Yeah, we had a good time. Like I said, we'll definitely go back. We kind of talk about it a little bit, and it's like I said, we kind of did this tour. Yeah, we kind of did this tour, like typical kind of, I forget what they call it, but it's basically like a tourist pass, and it gets you on the bullet train, and you like can go around everywhere, or a lot of popular spots. And yeah, we did that. So like if we were to go again, I think next time we'd probably just like go to, because we were like in a different town like every day for like the 10 days that we were there or whatever. I think there was like maybe a couple of days that we stayed like in that area for like 2 days. But other than that, it was like we were constantly on the move, which was cool because we got to explore a lot. But yeah, I think if we went back, we'd probably just go to like Tokyo and spend a lot more time in Tokyo to check out Tokyo, and then, you know, go to some of the another place or two probably. But point being, we would slow down and explore a little bit more, because I definitely would have wanted to spend more time in Tokyo just to check things out. But yeah, I know you mentioned the cars, but you know, like cars like you see in Fast and Furious, they're illegal over there. So like, I don't know, if you go, I don't know, try to like find whatever hot nightlife spots, you might come across it or something like that. But yeah, most of those cars as such are banned or whatever. So yeah, we really didn't see any of those. But again, we also didn't spend, but like I think like the first night in Tokyo, and then the second, and then the last night, I think, because we flew in and out of Tokyo. So I don't know, I feel like Tokyo is probably where all that's happening at. But then it's also like late night or something, so you probably just have to be there hanging out in the streets. Then also you gotta watch out for the Yakuza, the gang out there. But it was cool. Like I said, man, had a great time. And we'll definitely go back. We actually went for it was our 15th anniversary that year, and then it was also part of a birthday celebration. Yeah, appreciate it, bro. So yeah, we did that. We kind of like rolled a dice. It was between going to Japan or Hawaii, and Japan won out. Which, in hindsight, I think it's probably cheaper to go to Japan. Maybe. I think traveling there would probably be more expensive to get to Japan, but like once we would have been there in Hawaii, I think it would have been way more expensive. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hotels, and I think food would have been, you know, wildly expensive too. Then we probably would have had to get like rental cars and stuff. Whereas in Japan, you can pretty much take the train like everywhere. We didn't have to take taxis or nothing. We just took the train and walked everywhere. So that was cool. Coolish. I would say it was a pain the first couple days trying to learn the train system. Oh man, because only so much of it is in English anyway, and yeah, trying to figure out what means what, especially if you're not from like a city that has a train, like train stations and stuff like that, which we don't. We live in like a, you know, more suburban-ish kind of area, but there's no like public train system like that. So if you're not used to that, oh man, it was, I'm telling you, it was, those first couple of days were like, it was testing our marriage for real, because it was like, you know, we were trying to make sense of Google Maps and everything, and how the train system was in Google Maps. One of the first things that kind of like that I later came to realize, right, was like, so the train works on like a schedule, just like any train for the most part does, and but in Google Maps it usually just said like what was the next time it was coming, so it was kind of hard to determine like when the next train would be coming. So we'd be trying to navigate through the train station and try to get to wherever the actual train was, and which of course that was like challenging to figure out too. And then it always felt like we were like rushing, like always trying to get there quick, because like I said, it always showed the next one coming. And then yeah, once we realized later that they come, you know, regularly, and it's not like terribly long for like the splits. So it's like, yeah, once we kind of realized that, it was like, yeah, the next one is at 6:08, but then there's probably another one coming in like 15 minutes after that. So we just kind of chill or whatever, or you just had to like scroll further down the app to see the next trains or whatever. But yeah, that was something else. We were just walking through the train station looking mad pissed off because we were arguing, trying to figure out where to go and stuff like that. But it is what it is. It all worked out, and by the time a few days in, yeah, we were good. Things got easier. Get off. But yeah, I always assumed that if you live somewhere like New York City or something like that, and you frequent the train station or the train, it probably came a little bit easier for somebody like that. Where I have always lived kind of in country or suburban areas, and like, you know, relied on my own vehicle transportation. Yeah, it was just change of pace, if you will, in the best way, you know. I guess part of that is the fun of traveling. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, I've never been in New York. I have been to like close to, but nah, I can't say I've ever been there. No, the city life never really appealed to me that much. Yeah. Don't go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I was just saying, man. I just I mean, it's cool, I guess. You know, it is like a change of pace if you live more like country-ish, you know, rely on vehicles especially. Like I go to DC every now and then for work, and yeah, it's a nice change of pace. It's cool to not have to, like, you know, drive, because we also usually stay like in the city area, and man, it's just nice to be able to like just walk a block or two to get some food or something like that. Like where I live, there's a couple restaurants like nearby, but for the most part, if you want to eat out or get some to-go food, you gotta drive like 15 minutes. Yeah, 10-15 minutes. So it is nice to just, it's one of my favorite things about traveling for work to DC is staying in like a city hotel and just being able to walk next door and get a meal.
Slumbering within the Nebel sanctuaries is Odin, the patron knight of war and death. He rides in from the land of the dead, astride his
Out of the way. I don't want to fight y'all.
or so the story says.
That's the way to do it.
They have good pizza. Or you talking about in New York? I know. Whenever places got New York pizza, I usually like it. Big slices, thinner pizza. Yeah, that's cool. I think I prefer New York style pizza. But then, like, you know, Chicago deep dish is kind of nice to change up too. I've been eating a lot of like Neapolitan pizza, because there was a newer place that opened up nearby called Gusto Pizzeria or something like that. And man, we get like this. It's like, I don't know. It's like a, what do they call it? Americano pizza or something like that, and it's got like hot honey on it and some pepperoni. It's good to go. But I guess like Neapolitan is like a specific style of pizza, which I think is maybe Italian. Maybe. But it's good. Yeah, it's good. Yeah. One of my friends that I play softball with, and we game a lot together. He's actually from New York, and he was the one that told me. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's Neapolitan pizza." He was like, "Yeah, I love me some Neapolitan pizza and all that." And I was like, "Oh okay." Like I didn't know it had like, I didn't know that was a style until he told me that. But it's cool. It's probably like, I don't know what it is about that pizza specifically though, because like I can eat a lot of it. Like alternatively, if we get pizza, a lot of times it'll be Domino's because it's like it's the closest and it's inexpensive for like what you get anyway, you know. And yeah, like that Neapolitan pizza, I could probably eat like the whole pizza. But like the same size of Domino's pizza, definitely not. I don't know what it is. What? Get it wrong. Oh, bruh. That was a classic fat fingering. Fantastic.
That was incredible. It was as if you and the crystal were actually communicating with one another.
What's happening? All right, bro. Trying to figure out what is going on with the view. TikTok view. Because I don't know. Like it's broken. Yeah, I don't know. Oh well, I guess. All right, back to it. How they are honestly.
And our heroine triumphs again.
Outstanding. So subtopic number 2 on our friendships and why they fade away. is oh no, I guess this is number 3. Is career and adult responsibilities shift priorities. Another big change is simply time and energy. When people enter demanding careers or start building their lives, their focus shifts. Get up out of here. I don't want to fight y'all. Things that used to fill evenings or weekends may now be replaced by work responsibilities, personal development, long-term goals, or of course, romantic relationships. I can go over here to the left. Guess we'll find out. This doesn't necessarily mean someone values. There it is. See? Just not time to go there, I guess. This doesn't necessarily mean someone values their friends less. It often just means their mental bandwidth is more limited. I know I've been there. Adulthood forces people to prioritize, and sometimes friendships fall lower on the list than they used to. Like I've been saying, it's just inevitable. Just kind of is what it is. Alright, I guess we'll go over here. Might as well. Like I've been saying, it's not always intentional. It's just reality. It just is what it is. So, do you feel like work or life responsibilities have changed your friendships? How do you balance ambition and relationships? I can tell you that definitely for me, work has always played a big piece in that. Not necessarily a bad thing, just is what it is. You gotta travel for work, you gotta do this and that, you know, and just things happen. Alright, I guess, I don't know, we gotta take a detour or something. Which is probably this way. It kind of seemed like we gotta take a left right here. Yeah, I like it. It's a battle.
Rare Nebo Wolf variant detected. Commencing guidance protocol. The wolves of this region maintain a strict hierarchy. The
Pressure, stagger, and defeat. Let's go.
Azure Flame to give I'm ready for you. I believe this local often does not prey. Allowed for
See what we're working with here. Weak to fire. Dealing enough damage while it is enshrouded in blue fire will quench the flames and pressure it. While it is not bathed in fire, dodging or guarding against certain attacks will pressure it. So just play
Catch their board by
and go fire.
In fact, there are countless stories of these wolves turning the tables on would-be poachers. They never get better
He really just canceled that.
creature. So go get that data. But watch out for threats. Analyzing biological data.
Fire.
No, I'm serious, lady.
Pressured.
No snowplow.
Alright, we just gotta beat him now.
Wow, I almost feel sorry for them. There, bring it out. All objectives complete.
Nice.
We've accrued a lot of great data, thanks to you.
That was exceptionally easy. Alright, let's go see what's going on over here. Which I'm gonna guess is gonna unlock even more. Looking for the bridge. Alright, where are you going, dude? Oh man. There we go. Alright, if you're just joining us, today is what is today? March 7th. But more importantly, it is Saturday. And today's topic is why friendships fade in your 20s and 30s. And so far, we've talked about it generally, and then we've talked about growth paths just start diverging. Intentional relationships become more important, and career and adult responsibilities shift priorities. So up next is people change, and that's normal. Another reason friendships fade is simple. People grow and evolve. Sometimes people who what do we have going on here? We're just shambling towards some unknown destination. Find out what exactly it is. You Should you wish to give the group a nudge in the right direction, you can push them from behind with you. What? But where am I supposed to be taking them? Interests change, values shift, and personalities mature. Sometimes people who were once very compatible simply grow into different versions of themselves. It doesn't erase the value of the friendship, it just means it belonged to a different chapter of life. Some friendships aren't meant to last forever, some are meant to exist during specific phases of life. And I don't think it's more true than that.
That's the plan. At least till they get to wherever they're going.
Alright, looks like we need to go over there, bro.
Getting sleepy, are we?
Can run on ahead and play scout.
Outstanding.
I can see you.
Bro, get off the chocobo.
Since we left the Vale, never
I kind of wish that the chocobo was not just like a run into it to get on. Like, I wish you had to just press a button. Maybe you can change it, but it's pretty annoying. Anyway, yeah, some friends are there for a lifetime, some are just there for a moment, and that's cool. This is what it is.
Good news,
Like
Cloud.
I was talking about earlier with, you know, especially like work friends,
The king's
quote unquote,
rules the skies of Nebel.
quote friends.
Now we know where it
You know,
roosts. Seeing as this talented
don't let them get too
terrorist
close,
that
cause
caused
they'll
trouble for the
stab you in the
Black
back.
Rose, I suggest that you clip its
Or you
wings.
just realize they weren't quite true friends. But it is what it is. Yeah, some of those people, you know, work friends or whatever. A lot of times they're just your friends while you work there, or while you guys work together. One of y'all leave, and that friendship just kind of fades away. I guess we'll push these guys along. Let's go, guys. Move it, move it, move it. Move it, move it. I see this is gonna be.
Can these guys do anything?
We'll do amazing work.
You're in good hands now. Beg for mercy. Get 'em, just it. Saw that one, did ya? This calls for more Yuffie. Brittle and unstoppable. Get 'em. Run like a chocobo.
There's no way we can solve
All right.
everything.
We'll do what we can.
Hey, so what kind of stuff you think they're thinking about?
So yeah, recognizing that some friends are a lifetime and some friends are just a short time
Even know what they're doing.
can definitely help people avoid resentment or guilt.
I'll bet they've seen some things.
Reduced to their instincts, like animals.
Man, screw Shinra.
Damn right.
Move along. Move it. Big bully Cloud over here. Move along. Move along. Pushing him doesn't even really do anything. Except push him, but it doesn't like make everybody go faster or something. You can't push them all at the same time or nothing. So anyway, do you think friendships are meant to last forever? Have you ever outgrown a friendship?
A Shinra testing facility. They were looking into Mako extraction's effects on the region's water supply.
And?
And they found that there were none. Or so the...
Oh man. I got less than 3 minutes to do my Duolingo. Let me knock it out real quick. If you know, you know. Can't lose. I think I'm at 730 or something right now. Can't lose my streak, bro. So if you're just joining, I'm just doing my, what you call it? Beeper. Duolingo. We're done. $732-day streak. All right, what we got here? Our next subtopic is the role of geography. Another practical factor is simply distance.
statement claimed.
Oh, no need to worry then.
If I may put your minds at ease, both Nibelheim's water tower and pipe network utilized filtration devices that were state-of-the-art for the time. Furthermore, there was no evidence that water quality was impacted by the reactor. The filters likely mitigated any deleterious effects.
Well, I grew up drinking that water.
That certainly explains a lot.
Sure those filters worked?
You tell me.
So, people in their 20s and 30s often move for jobs, relationships, and lifestyle changes. Once proximity disappears, maintaining the friendship requires significantly more effort.
Yeesh, what a mess.
Help them proceed. Without regular interaction, many relationships gradually weaken. Distance doesn't destroy friendships by itself,
Wanna go inside?
but it removes the convenience that once kept them active. So yeah, interesting perspectives, but really not really any surprises, you know.
Stop running off on your own already.
What's up?
All right, let's see what we're working with here. Weak to ice. Ah, man, come on now. We're messing up. Alright, so they're weak dice. They become galvanized at regular intervals. Dealing enough damage to them will calm them down and pressure them. Easy enough, huh? Ooh. That's what we're doing, huh? Alright, we gotta heal her up. Oh, nice.
It's on you.
Guess I should heal up, huh?
Is that all you got?
Nothing to it, huh?
So, is that our proto-majig?
Part of one, looks like.
A fiend must have ingested the fragment by mistake. Little wonder I was unable to locate it. I suspect other creatures are in possession of the remainder.
So what now?
Oh. Your hooded friends may well lead us to other fragments.
Whoa there! Hey, you notice? Only some of them have number tats.
Based on what I've seen in Nibelheim, victims of Mako poisoning and subjects of Shinra experiments make up the majority of their number. The presence or lack of tattoos could be a clue.
No one should be marked like cattle. No one.
For real.
Wow, I've located another group not far from your location. I ask that you accompany them to their objective. They may lead us to yet another fragment.
Alrighty then. Alright, let's go now. Sometimes it's like the side quests never end. For real.
I think we got fans.
They're after the proto-relic too.
Ah, this thing's out here. Might as well. Anyway. One important perspective is that shrinking social circles can actually be a natural process. As people grow older, they often shift from many casual friendships to fewer but deeper friendships or relationships. Quality begins to matter more than quantity. Friendships. Because your social circle often gets smaller as you get older, but the relationships that remain tend to be stronger.
Wanna hang out with the Moogles?
Ah, not these Moogles, bro. But they usually actually have some pretty good stuff in here. So anyway, in closing, friendships fading doesn't always mean something went wrong. Sometimes it just means life is moving people in different directions. I would argue that that is almost always what it is. At least if they're, you know, sincere in their friendship or whatever it
Bring
Bring
is.
back all the Mooglets for me, Kupo.
Alright, let's go, kids. Oh, come on now. First off, I wasn't even trying to get out the water. Let alone get up where the banana was. Garbage. I'm doing too much around here now.
Over here. Pawns away. Here you go.
Man, this thing is so annoying. Ah. Yeah, 3 of 5. Bruh. Get it now, man. Where's the other dude? Alright, let's go. Gotta move. Better not, bro. Get up in there. Outstanding.
Thanks so much. You're a true hero. Every single Emporium is once again open for business, Kupo. It was Mog and Mag's hope that these special shops would bring happiness to folks all throughout the world, Kupo. And that dream lived on, passed down to their children and their children's children, and so on, for countless generations. One day, these Mooglets will inherit that legacy, like those before them. Oh, before I forget, I have a super-duper amazing present for you to thank you for all your help. You're gonna love it.
Kupo? Kupo.
Go on now, be good hosts and show our guest how it's done.
Kupo. Kupo.
What is happening?
Kupo po.
So what did you think?
Not bad. Kupo.
Now that we've been reunited, the Mooglets and I will continue our efforts to spread joy all over the world. Also, we found a bunch of rare and exotic items you won't want to miss out on. Come see for yourself, Kupo. Over here. Thanks for coming to our Moogle Emporium.
Alright, what do we have here? Sharpshooter, Barrett's, and Yuffie. Outstanding. I feel like I'm probably gonna need this at some point, you know? At some point.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Kupo. All right. Shall we go battle? It's this way that I gotta go. And like straight, basically. It's like not.
Oh, monster.
Pressure stagger defeat.
Wherever you are.
Let's do it.
Rare Cubodot variant detected. Boosting guidance protocol.
These things?
On the document, that shot that includes the package allows you to
Well, yeah, elemental weakness will pressure it. Alright,
Let's switch it up.
let's go. Which is ice. Real.
While individuals do not pose much of a threat, they are dangerous and large.
pressure. Now we got stagger. Under pressure. There it is.
Excellent work completing our combat objectives.
And there it is.
I suspect it wasn't much of a challenge.
Alright. It wasn't, bro. No surprises there.
Well done. You've completed all combat assignments in Nebo. No doubt thanks to my quality guidance.
Or in spite of your excessive chatter. I need to adjust the speech frequency setting.
No! Stop him, Cloud! He's trying to silence me!
Anyway, thanks to your hard work, Cloud, I was able to devise another combat trial. I'm confident this one will pose quite a challenge.
Let's travel somewhere to get some rest. We go back to town for free-ish. I don't know if I got any more cushions. Do I? Guess so. Alright, where we at? Guess we can just fast travel here, huh? Just go here. Deal with the robes after this. Man, like a Vinci SWAT side quest, I think I call it a night. Got a big boss.
Be warned, Cloud. This is a highly dangerous.
Didn't mean to do all that, but alright. Alright, I would keep Tifa in here. Who do we want? Aerith or Barrett? Alright, Barrett it is. Avian, likely some sort of bird, sort of shooter will be helpful. I guess Aerith is a shooter too.
You don't scare me!
I got your number.
Weak to lightning. When it finishes performing its swan song, a single attack against it will deal lethal damage. Destroying its wings in the middle of its swan song will interrupt the attack and pressure it.
Commencing guidance protocol. Its little voices suggest you earn such a long time. Use it here to explain pet order.
What was the oh, lightning.
You insist. This preeminent specimen eventually leaves the flock to live in complete solitude. The reason for this behavior is unclear, though some theorize that they do so to create an environment in which a new king can one day emerge. Perhaps your efforts here will help us get to the bottom of this and many other mysteries. against you. Come on! Keep it up!
Find me!
I believe in confidence.
No way!
Just warming up. Come on!
Alright, let's lock in. Really, Yuki? Swan song. Oops.
You're up. My turn.
Lightning.
Be careful.
Someone! Anyone! We need help!
This is funny? Here I go!
Winter comes, and Wu Tai's white rose withers away. The end.
Hey then. Let's switch it up a little bit here. We come strong with the elemental. And let's see what we do.
Do it yourself!
Detected in the vicinity.
You're in good hands.
Guidance
Good to go.
protocol.
I'm coming!
Little wonder this majestic suit earned such a lofty
Keep it together.
title.
I'm your one-stop coverage stop.
Pecking order, in which the largest male is recognized as the one and only king.
Alright.
Let's see this on you.
Eminent specimen eventually leads the flock to live in complete solitude. The reason for this behavior is unclear, though some theorize that they do so to create an environment in which it can one-day emerge. Perhaps your efforts here will help us get to the bottom of this and many other mysteries. Updating Fiend Intel.
Cut! Cut! That'll do!
Really?
More magic.
Really?
Spectacular!
All I got is thunder? Bruh.
I got
Victory is all but guaranteed.
this ends here. Gotcha.
I know you can do this.
Keep it together.
You won't regret this! Get going! With the power of his thought. Alright, I'll show you what I can do.
Feel like you can.
This might be it.
How
Did
shocking!
you know I'm
You're
cheering
still
for
doing
you?
okay, right? Get him!
Ends here.
Take that!
Oh. This is the battle that my buddy warned me about. All right. So. All right, real quick. I am going to take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. I think we need to do something. And that is give Yuffie some lightning. Maybe Cloud too. Tifa has it. Yes. So, did she get an HP up from somebody? Maybe. It's not on team. Fair enough. See if we can get Aerith some better defense. Better than what she had anyway, huh? Alright, so Aerith is our magician, but she doesn't really have a good lightning attack. So, what do we do? Huh? Is there really 2 lightnings on red? Yes, there is. Outstanding. Alright, we'll just go with that for now. We'll just give this one a go. See what happens.
Don't overdo it.
I'm okay.
Bro, come on now.
Go on.
This calls for a fight just spectacular! Earn gathering combat data on target. Let's go! Do me proud!
Taking over.
Let me see here. What this thing said real quick. When it finishes performing its swan song, a single attack against it will deal lethal damage. When it finishes performing its swan song. But the swan song is what wipes our team out. Destroying its wings in the middle of its swan song will interrupt the attack and pressure it. So we really just have to bring like a lot of damage.
Deal with that.
Is what I'm guessing.
Hey, come on! Keep it up!
Here goes. Who's up for someone? One more shot. That's it. Cut. That'll do.
Come on, come on, come on. Why is my ATB going so slow?
Try using.
Come on, bruh.
Stay on surprise! Oh no! What do I do?
I'm feeling pretty weak.
Victory is all but guaranteed!
Needs more magic. This one's.
3 is all but guaranteed! 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 3
this might be it.
Dude, for real?
Your strength knows no bounds.
This one's for you!
All right. I guess we gotta target the wings when he's in Swan Song. Makes sense to me. Let's bring the A-team in, shall we? He needs some lightning. Who's got a full lightning? If you Alright, let's give it a go, huh? Main thing is to attack the wings. Then Swan Song. Other than that, stay alive. Stay generally healed up.
Here I go! This calls for a smite.
You got this under control.
How about this?
Guess it's my turn!
I felt it.
Bring in the heat!
Wow, what a fight!
You won't regret this.
Can't say I'm surprised.
Need to heal. Ah.
I know you can do this.
I'll take care of the rest. Want some more?
I got it.
Check out this shit right here.
No, I'm cheering for you.
Damn it.
Got dagger.
Coming at you hard and fast. I wanted to do so much more.
How's he causing so much damage, bro? Well, I guess we just gotta keep distance with you. That kind of seems like a solid go-to. Because most of his attacks are really close.
Little wonder such a lofty title. Pecking order, in which the largest male is recognized as the one and only.
Other than that, save your ATBs for
Eventually leads the flock to live in complete solitude.
he goes on a swan song.
Though some theorize that they do so in an environment in which
Crap, now I'm in it.
perhaps your efforts here will help us get to the bottom of this and many other mysteries. You're gonna get what's coming to you. Your strength knows no bounds! Spectacular!
Ain't nobody trying to escape, bro.
You got this under control!
Target the left wing, shall we?
All right. Watch and learn. Gotta give them hell.
Hang back. Brace yourself. Gotcha. It's on you.
Here I go! Wow, I almost feel sorry for that.
So it's like if you just hit the wing hard enough, it'll cripple it. That's what it would seem.
Suck on this.
Pick up off me, bro. Ah, see?
About damn time.
I'm your one-stop shop. I'm okay. Come on! Keep it up!
Guess it's my turn.
Left wing is down. Let's go right wing.
That thunder I hear? Bring it home.
I got this. So long. Now, take the lead.
If you insist. Not now! Just
Victory is all but guaranteed!
Just keep it.
Back up off me, man.
I'm gonna get started. No being can stand against you. Gotcha. I know you. Ready for a smackdown?
Say your prayers. Gotta love it. Don't you let up now.
No, I'm cheering for you.
Come on, bro. Thank you. Not terribly bad. As long as you target those wings when it's in Swan Song, it's not bad at all.
On you proved his undoing, and without that winged terror flying around, the skies are clear once more. Those robed folks must be breathing a collective sigh of relief.
What do you think? See what's going on over here. Not much. Alright, let's see if we can get on over here. It's probably that way. Most welcome, bro. Gotta get up in there, obviously. It's this way. Where's the third chest at? Alright. I think I see our way in. Maybe not. Hey Emma, welcome in. Good to see you. They're trying to battle right now. We're just trying to keep them moving. Yeah, might as well, you know. Metals, I can dig it. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Where to go? That's the question. I really don't want to fight these dudes. Well, I'm not really seeing a way to get up. That ain't working. There it is right there. Seems like we gotta go through here somehow. It just doesn't seem to be any other way. Oh. Very well then. Maybe, huh? Just saw like a little cave or something. This is 3. All right then. Easy enough. Just late. I wonder if I can beat it now. 3.
I've managed to analyze how Odin will serve as a powerful ally. You'll first need to confront the Divine via the combat scene.
Yeah. Shall we try it or nah? Let's do it. Let's just see what happens.
Breaking news at this hour. In response to last night's illegal broadcast by the SRC,
Cloud, I have news. Thanks to the monster, I kindly invite you to give it a try.
Landing ATB commands, evading attacks, and inflicting detrimental status effect will put Odin on the back foot, both thrilling and pressuring him. Conversely, taking too many of his attacks will leave him disheartened, leading him to sound Jalar horns, warning and unleash his Zatet Kensuken.
Keep it together.
I'm your one-stop slobbering shop. Let's turn up the grill. Get what's coming to you. And there's one to grow on. Feel me proud.
All time! Watch and learn! Kiss my ass!
Deal with that.
Here I go. Fury of diverging seas. Get lost! No way! Time to kick some butt!
Let's do this! Bang, bang! Don't stop shooting!
Enough. Keep it up.
Served up on a silver platter!
What is happening? And I think we're dead. Well, I guess there's a trick to it that I don't feel like looking up right now. So
Don't worry, even incomplete trials can provide me with useful data. Needless to say, many hazards await you
yeah, what do
on
we
the
do?
road, so take care.
Breaking news.
Let's go to the inn and we'll get some sleep here.
By the SRC. President Rufus Shinra held an emergency press conference this morning. In it, the president denounced the SRC's claims of propaganda.
Welcome. Would you? Safe travels.
Alright, and then I think I will push these robe dudes. This one. I think that's kind of like, I feel like that might be it for this area. Unless there's another one of those. Get out of the way, bro.
Found him!
Get
What
off
do
the
you think these ones
chocobo,
are up
bro.
to?
I guess the proto relic.
Alright, let's move. Yeah, move along. I'm like the popo around here. Move along. Move it. Move along. What y'all doing out here anyway, huh?
I gotta say, this is really bumming me out.
What is?
Oh, wrong way, dude.
Gross. We all smell the same, more or less.
Because of the mako, you think?
Could be, but I doubt it. The scent is, I don't know, heavier? To me, a person's scent is one of their most defining features. But all these guys smell almost identical.
Hey, what do I smell like?
You smell like you. Simple as that.
And me? What? What? Do I smell like rotten eggs or something?
Alright, well, good. Wake me up when they get there, huh?
Following those
How far are we going? For real. Oh, must be right there. Y'all run or something?
guys, you must be cooking underneath those robes.
Yeah. All that black's gotta be stifling.
Oh, it is. Trust and believe. Hotter than a friggin' oven.
I still can't believe they managed to cross the desert in those get-ups. Pretty crazy.
Some did. Not all.
We ran into a bunch before you joined, Yuffie.
In Midgar? I saw my fair share when I was there too. Never came across them before that, though.
Hey, where y'all going?
About it.
Lived next to one for a bit.
Alright, let's go, kids. What?
Huh? What do you think they're pointing at?
There's a submarine dock beneath the harbor. Maybe that.
I bet you that's where we'll find the proto relic.
Oh, I see. Make us go and fish it out.
Simplest way inside would be by sea.
And Selena's got us covered.
Ooh, just hope we get the submarine. Ooh, Selena. Just to get submarine dock. Alright. See if we can go this way or not. Oh, Selena's the chocobo. Oh, come on, man. For real? Let me go that way.
In response to last night's illegal broadcast by the SRC, President Ruka Shinra held an emergency press conference this morning. In it, the president denounced the SRC's claims
Yeah, I'm not trying to go to see Sid though.
propaganda and dismissed their alleged muscle reactor footage as a digital fabrication. Into the individual who delivered the address, as well as
It just happened.
organization he claims to represent. Breaking news at this hour.
Hey!
See? Yeah.
Nope. Waiting on you folks. Something I wanted to ask. About your mother. Her name's Afalna, right?
Maybe. So what?
That sounds like a yes to me. I called it the second I saw you. Boy, am I ever glad I sent up Smoke. Tell me, how's she doing? Good?
No. She's dead.
You know, the whole reason I joined Shinra was to become a pilot. But I wound up as a gopher for some lazy grease monkeys. Had me running around HQ fixing lights and whatnot. One time, though, I came across a pretty young thing with a little girl in her arms. That was you, wasn't it?
Probably.
You were knee-high to a tonberry. And I was what? Tall as a smogger, I'd wager. But damn. No longer with us. That's a crying shame. Truly. Hey, Missy.
It's Aerith.
Aerith, is there anything I can do for you? I want to help.
What? Why?
Just trying to do right by you.
Flying us around will be more than plenty. Thanks.
Then again, if you're just dying to help, you could take us to the saucer for free.
Free?
It's fine, we'll pay.
No, it's on me. When you want to head to the saucer, just give me a holler.
Bro. They just keep on teasing about him joining the team, you know? Like, come on with it, bro. I think I can't get there from here. Alrighty then. Guessing she can't go any further. Maybe this is the way. I just overlooked it. Yep. Well, maybe. Doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Like, see, like this gets on my nerves. Because this is just like tediousness that really has no value in the game. And it's just annoying. Like, there's no value in this. And we're back here. Can I get out of here or what? Stuck? Yeah, that made no sense, man. Investigate the submarine dock. Down there. Come to is that there is nothing. Okay. Wow. Yes, wow. Why didn't I think of that? Stupid chocobo. What up, bros? Bruh.
Damn it. You're in good hands now.
Let go! Enough of you.
If you insist. Got you now. Here I go. You don't want one, did ya? With the power of his do me proud.
Guess it's my turn. So now. Stay down, asshole.
Nothing to it. Alright, where are we at? Alright. I feel like that was pretty obvious. I feel like this is just taking too long, bro. Bros.
Stop!
Take the lead.
You won't regret this! Hope you like him! Good to go?
All right, watch and learn. Ooh, bang, bang.
Let's do this. Shit. Keep it together.
If you insist, you're mine. The power of his providence. Why me? Run like a chocobo. Just not now. Get lost. Not now. You're gonna get what's coming to you. And the fury of the diverging seas. Not now. You're going down. Jab like a time. And one to grow on.
Sheesh.
Yeah?
These guys and Sephiroth are related somehow. Like, connected on some really weird, deep level. Right?
Seems so.
Seems so?
I don't have proof, just a hunch. But the more I see, the more I know I'm right.
Just one more reason why we gotta put a stop to that crazy bastard.
Oh, I didn't mean to startle you. I simply wanted to inform you that I have located more robed individuals.
Copy. Send us the coordinates.
Of course, right away.
Guess there's 2 more to go. I'm done. Well, it's a good night of side quests. Yeah. We'll do this one tomorrow. Yeah. What it's gonna be. All right, everybody. Well, it's been real. As always, I appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out for a bit, chatting it up a little bit. As you know, we talked about friendships fading away in your 20s and 30s, kind of why that happens and what to expect. And basically, the biggest overall summary is that life happens. You get older, you become less available, and it just becomes a little bit more challenging to uphold those friendships from when you're a teenager and high school and stuff like that. Even college, if you go to college right after high school. And then throughout life, getting new jobs and just things changing. Yeah, it becomes exceptionally difficult to maintain those relationships. But nevertheless, that's what we talked about tonight. I appreciate y'all coming through, and looking forward to seeing you next time, which would be tomorrow, or maybe I should say today, since it's 1:30 in the morning here. 7 p.m. We start at 7 and we go until whenever, for the most part. Usually in the area of 3 hours though. So yeah, come out and hang out. What are we gonna talk about? If anything, I just play, I guess it's a new week, which we talk about career and professional growth, with a topic of choosing stability versus chasing passion. So yeah, we'll talk about it a little bit, ask some questions, answer some questions, and just kind of see where it takes us. Again, I really appreciate you guys coming out. Don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Check me out on the other socials as well, and follow me over there for the latest content. And get notified when things are going on, For the third time, I really appreciate y'all. And until next time.